So here's the interesting thing about being a YouTuber. You're in the middle of one project and you get an idea for another project. For instance, right now I'm in the middle of a project where I was making these coasters and I tried to screw in brass screws to get a little highlight going on there, and it didn't work. So I later thought maybe I could just punch the screws out, and when I do that they start breaking apart. And I was going to throw these things away, but the idea that I got now is to take all these and glue them together and turn them into something, all these broken pieces. So this clip will appear in the turning video that I make later after I finish the the coaster video. So I believe if I were to pour epoxy down into here, I would end up with gaps. So I'm going to mix the epoxy first and then stuff as many of these chips into it as I can. Okay, this could easily turn into a real mess. And what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this in a clamp with a piece of wood on top, and we'll just force all that stuff down in there. Necessity is the mother of invention, and when you're working the shop alone all the time, you got to come up with neat little tricks to get things done, because you don't have a spare set of hands. All right. Well, that's not bad. There, I can leave that for several hours and it will set up, and then I'll chuck it up in the lathe and turn it, and we'll see how that project works out. And now it's 24 hours later and it has set up nicely. I'm going to trim off the top and get myself a flat surface. And you see these air bubbles here are what I was hoping to avoid by compressing it. There's some around the sides too, but in the middle, that's okay. That's not bad. Let me go sand that for a minute. Let's see how that looks. Well, that's not so bad. I think even Pat Lapp would be happy with that. So now we'll chuck it up in the lathe and see what happens. It is really cold out here. It's about 40 degrees. But I got to get this job done because I need this video out. When you're going to fold a piece of sandpaper, quarter it and split 1/4, and then when you fold it, you will not have two abrasive sides touching one another. See? So I learned that from tips from a Shipwright YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to his channel and that episode in the description. It works. That was my third try at turning something on the lathe. It turned out okay. It was my very first time hollowing something out to make a cup. This is my fourth try. It's a bowl made out of red oak, and you can see a big crack here. It exploded on the lathe, and sadly I did not get video footage of that. Otherwise I would have included this. I would have actually made a video of making this bowl, but since I didn't catch the explosion, there's really no point. So if you click up here, you'll see my last video. If you click up here, you'll see one of my videos that YouTube thinks you'll like. So have a good one, and we'll see you later.